Here we go. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Jason. These are all my friends.
Anybody? Anybody? Everybody?
What up, blockheads? On a ride today here with Jason Paul Michaels.
What's up, guys?
What up, homie?
Just chilling, going for a little ride.
It's one of those things, every time like you send a text, you're like, what up, homie? And I'm like, what's up? I'm like, I've actually started saying homie more because you say homie to me.
Dude, you know, I hate it, but I can't not say it. Or you know Jay, party boy, at the shop, bald head, goatee, sunglasses inside. He's always just like, homie, listen to me, homie.
Yeah.
And I used to I got so frustrated with it, but then I realized he was never gonna stop. So
you just accepted it.
I just accepted it. I just went with it, and you know, it's just one of those things. So I apologize because I hate that I say it.
Nah, I think it's funny, man. They say that you are like the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most.
Oh, totally. Yes.
So you just kind of absorbed that from them.
Yeah. I'm gonna shred this corner real fast. You ever seen anybody scrape the pegs on an Indian bagger?
That's a first.
That's my one corner, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's all I got. I go to the hardware store. I do that like 7 times a day.
I hear you, man. There's this like little S curve right by my house, and every time I leave, I got to take that route.
So basically, we're gonna head, taking kind of a little bit of a nicer way. We're gonna roll down to Mills 50, Bumby area. We're gonna head south, and then kind of go over by the airport.
Oh yeah, you were saying Nova Road, right?
Yeah. So, dude, let's talk about motorcycles.
Yes. So Jason Paul Michaels, I've been talking to you for a little bit about wanting to do an episode with you, kind of like we did whenever we met with like Adam Sandoval. Yeah. So basically, we've been in touch for a while. Just to let all you viewers know, we've been making some moves behind the scenes, and
Yeah, we have.
Jason and I have been working together a little bit, and you guys have seen some videos from Standard. You guys know Padre, aka Pedro.
Oh yeah.
I guess I should say Pedro, aka Padre. Helping me with like some wheel and tire changes. We guys walked you through a couple of those for the Sportster. I got a wheel and tire change for the Grom out there, and that all takes place at Standard Motorcycle Company, right? So via previous videos, if y'all should know, but if you don't know, Jason Paul Michaels here is the owner of Standard Motorcycle Company, and it's an awesome co-op style garage where you can basically come in, do work to your bike, use their tools. You pay like a monthly fee. You basically explain it as like a gym membership, right? Like you get like different levels and stuff of membership.
Yeah. So the easiest way to describe it is, think of it like a gym membership. You come into the shop, we've got all the tools, all the facilities available for you to do everything from basically do an oil change to build a full custom bike. So, you know, we've got lifts, we've got tools, supplies, we've got specialty tools, we've got welding equipment, we've got laser cutters, we've got access to all kinds of stuff, painting, powder coating, you name it. And you can come in, and whether you know anything or not doesn't really matter, because we've got a full staff of people that can show you and help you figure out what it is that you want to do.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a place for people to come into that don't know anything about motorcycles, that want to learn about motorcycles and not feel like people are going to give them a hard time or make fun of them.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very like inclusive type of atmosphere. It's all about the community, and we also, like, you know, we have a barber shop, we have a full women's hair salon, we have an event space, we've got a bunch of stuff that's not related to motorcycles but still cool, and you know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Padre, blocking for us.
There you go, Padre. Hey, what's up, girl? You're looking good with your hair today. She smiled at you, blockhead.
Smiled at you.
But yeah, so I mean, you came into the shop and you see it, man. We've got sport bike riders, we've got Harley riders, we've got custom riders, we've got guys on Harleys, Indians, Triumphs. It's all kinds of bikes, dude.
Yeah, man, a little bit of everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do, man. We just want to do awesome stuff. Motorcycles are great. They're a lot of fun. And we just want people to have like a platform to be able to do whatever it is that they want to do related to motorcycles.
Even your email tag says, I love motorcycles like a lot or something, right?
Yeah. I love motorcycles a lot. It's one of those things, dude. I mean, I've been riding since I was like 6 or 7 years old on anything that would go. Mini bikes, 4-wheelers, 3-wheelers, snowmobiles, jet skis. My grandfather taught me how to fly a plane when I was 11 years old.
Damn, that's awesome.
I mean, I don't recommend flying with me, but I mean, at the time...
I don't have my license or anything. It's more like flying in Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, just, being around bikes forever, just kind of, I guess that was my life. And it seemed natural to get into motorcycles eventually. It wasn't until my late 20s that I got into the industry. A lot of people probably don't realize this, but my background is all technology. Really? So I grew up a total computer nerd. I was, 12 or 13 years old, and for Christmas I wanted a Nintendo, and my dad said no, and he got me a computer instead. Oh, that's
kind of cool. I mean, the switching point right there.
Yeah, totally. And the best part is when it broke, he was like, figure out how to fix it. I'm not paying for it.
That's cool. So that's where mechanics comes in and working with your hands.
Yeah, I think figuring things out. I mean, I'll be the first to say I am not a mechanic. Like, I am shade tree at best,
Dude, yeah. That's what I always say. At the end of my how-to videos, I'm like, just to let you guys know, I'm not a licensed mechanic. I'm just a dude that likes working on his motorcycles.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I build bikes. I don't fix bikes. That's what I have no problem saying that. Like, I'm not a mechanic. I can design a bike. I can build a bike. I can fabricate. But when it comes to making the bike work, I just have no interest, man. I just want to ride shit and wreck it and build it.
That's why you got guys like Pedro.
That's right, man. Yeah, everybody. Yeah. The team. It's the team, dude. The other thing that's so interesting about Standard, and I actually kind of wanted to ask you this question. You've been around a lot. How does it feel as a person, being connected to a group of like-minded individuals?
Oh man, it's amazing, awesome. Anytime that I have a question that I can't answer, I know I can reach out to friends. I'm not even thinking of it in terms of oh yeah, I'll just call Standard and see what they can do. I'm thinking I'm gonna call my friends and ask them, what their advice is. It's really cool to be connected, obviously, with people that enjoy motorcycles that you can go out and you can ride with, and that kind of live that same lifestyle as you do. Like you said, like-minded individuals. And Standard has been an awesome hub for that. I mean, Raj has become a pretty good part of the channel. We've done a couple of videos together. Have you seen the videos with him?
He's so good at it.
People freaking love him, man. They're like, he's a natural. He needs to start his own channel. Somebody posted up a thing. It said Raj in the house, and so at the start of every video from now on, we're gonna be like Raj in the house.
That's great, dude.
But yeah, man, met him up at Standard, met Pedro up at Standard. I mean, it's just the amount of people that you immediately connect with. It's a very welcoming environment, and like you said, you're around people that have the same thought process and mindset as you. So it's a immediate foot in.
That's cool, dude. It makes me really happy to hear that. The craziest part about Standard is that none of this was planned. It all just kind of happened.
So yeah, that is one thing I wanted to talk to you about is, just to give both myself so I could learn about you and the viewers, your process of going from, your dad buying you a computer instead of a Nintendo at a young age, and then you getting into all these power sports style things, and jet skis and airplanes. What was your road that led up to Standard Motorcycle Company? Because it's a freaking awesome idea. It's an awesome shop, man.
Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. It's crazy, really, when I think about how I ended up where I am now. I got heavily involved in the motorcycle industry when I was working my last corporate job. Was a sales rep for a rather prolific global technology company. Was very fortunate, did very well for myself, but just was kind of like empty, you know?
Right.
Was making more money than I'd ever thought I could even make, and it just didn't make a difference to me. You know, this was in 2008 or 9 when I made the final decision, and I started Dime City Cycles with a good friend of mine, which, you know, kind of came about right at the beginning of the cafe racer craze, the vintage motorcycle craze. The timing was right. We had worked really hard. We got involved with Discovery Channel. We produced Cafe Racer TV for several years. Worked with Velocity, met some of the most amazing people in the industry that I now have the luxury to call friends. Roland Sands, Kevin Dunworth, Jay LaRosa, you know, Christian Sosa, Alan Stolberg, you know, these guys from, you know, Revival and, you know, Roland Sands Design, and, you know, it was crazy, you know,
the first time you told me, like, yeah, I'm not this weekend, but because I'm flying to LA and I gotta go see Roland, and I'm like, hold on, I'm like, you mean like Roland Sands Roland? And you're like, yeah, and I'm like, I freaking love Roland Sands.
Man,
I think my second next words were, you gotta introduce me.
Totally, dude, totally. I'm an annoying little brother to him, I think, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But no, it's crazy where you end up, dude. I mean, I left the IT industry to start a motorcycle parts company. You know, I had no idea where it was going to take me. I had good times, I had bad times, and it was a crazy journey. But I put my life on the line for the motorcycle industry, and I gave it my all. And I think that, you know, for me, that's what I need. The reason I wasn't fulfilled sitting at my desk selling, you know, technology equipment to Bank of America. I mean, I traveled, I spent more time in boardrooms with C-level executives than I care to remember.
No.
It was exciting, but it left me unfulfilled, and it was because I wasn't tapping into what I really needed, and that's fucking freedom, man.
Dude, I think it's freedom mixed with, you're a creative guy, right? And
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I like, you can definitely see it from the shop and the builds that you've done. And I think from what it sounds like, you weren't able to create something with your hands. And
yeah,
totally. There's a ton of fulfillment that comes from, you know, being able to make something your own.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and it definitely, like, whenever you're in this like suit and tie, you know, corporate lifestyle, it's very like you kind of, it's just like I got to do this again, and I'll do it because the money is great. But there's a time in which you're kind of like looking over and you're like, all right, should I make the jump? And you made the jump, dude, and you're doing great, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. You know, it's hard for people, I think, you know, because some of it can be very misleading. I mean, you know, we see great stuff on social media, and you know, the world looks rosy, but the reality is it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah, you're hustling all the time, man. It's hard to get a hold of you.
That's what it means to be a part of this community. You know, to be a part of the motorcycle community. There, you know, it's filled with the hardest working people that I've ever met, right? Because, you know, you can't make, I'm not going to say you can't make a lot of money, but it's very hard to make the kind of money that some people want to make. And what I realized is that when you do this every day, it doesn't matter how much money you make.
Yeah. Like,
look at this, dude. It's Sunday. We're riding. We got a bunch of friends. Like, we're hanging out. It's a good time. You couldn't ask for any more. As long as the bills can get paid and you can move forward and you can impact people's lives, I think that's the most important thing. And that's what we're trying to do with Standard, right? I mean, think about it this way. It's not just for motorcycles, right? You're a creative person. You're trying to build an opportunity, a bridge for yourself to be able to pursue your passion full time. All of a sudden now, right, you're surrounded by people, Blockhead, that you can bounce ideas off of that aren't just related to, hey, will these bars go on my bike? It's like, hey, I'm trying to put together a marketing campaign and I've got some really great opportunities. I want to know how to connect people and provide value, like, to your community. Like, that's what you're doing, man, and that's awesome. And I love to be a part of that and be able to share in it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude, totally.
And definitely more than welcome. I mean, the more the merrier that are part of the community. It's something that's been cool to shape up, and to have the opportunity to be able to ride beside you, man, is definitely appreciated.
Oh, dude, it's all on this side, man. You know, believe it or not, I'll go ahead and I'll say this. You can decide if you want to bleep it out or not. But despite what a lot of people might think, I am extremely introverted. It's kind of weird that you build a business that surrounds you by people. But, you know, for me, right, it's been about creating a place where everybody gets a little bit of what they need. You wake up one day and you realize that you've got an opportunity. Actually, no, you've got a responsibility to a group of people, because what I do, right, like the reality is, man, is I don't really do anything at Standard. I'm very fortunate to have a tremendous amount of dedicated people that do a lot at Standard. What I do is just take the risk.
Yeah.
Like I just put it out there, man. Yeah. I always think of that South Park episode.
Yes, man.
It's so good.
At the urinal.
Yeah, at the urinal, totally.
You're giving people a platform to be able to do what they want to do with motorcycles and grow the community.
Totally, man. That's what I want to do. I want to see more people on motorcycles, more people working on motorcycles. You know, the barbershop and the salon is a crazy idea, but the reality of it is, man, it connects us with other counterculture creative people.
You know what's really funny about the barbershop, though?
What's that?
Like, I never want to go to a barbershop. Like, never.
Yeah?
But it's freaking awesome that it's like, all right, I'm going to go to Standard, and there happens to be a barbershop there. So it's really convenient for, like, I don't know, people like me. My girl, Miss Block, she'll tell you, I will say for weeks and be like, oh, I need to get a haircut. Oh, I need to get a haircut. Oh, I need to get a haircut. Just for so long. She's like, you've been saying it for a month now. And I'm like, now it's like, oh, I need a haircut. I'm going to go to Standard. And I mean, I don't know if that's one of the things you were going for, but it's a perk for me. So thank you.
It totally is, man. It's community, right? Like if you can come in and you can order parts for your bike, if you can get a cup of cold coffee or hot coffee, hang out, talk with your friends, get a haircut, get your beard trimmed, right? Like whatever. It's a community, man. It's a hub. That's what we love about it. It's so unique. I mean, we had a veterans ride there this morning before you guys got there.
Oh, nice.
You know, we have sport bike crews, we've got scooter crews. Like, it's everybody, dude. I like to say it's everything except for tough guy bullshit. Like,
nice.
Like we've had some hard dudes that have come around, and it's like this is my favorite thing. There's obviously some people that don't fit in certain situations, right? You know, and when you know they're not supposed to be there or they're going to mess things up, like literally all you got to do is give them a hug and tell them you're so happy to see them, and then they get on the bike and they leave.
They're like, I'm out of here. This isn't my vibe.
No, dude, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to ad-lib right here. A little something for Blockhead viewers. Those of you that are in Orlando, you know, if you guys want to come up to the shop and get a haircut, get a beard trim, we'll give you 20% off. Come up, say Blockhead sent you.
Oh yeah.
And anybody who's like out of town that wants to buy a T-shirt or something, you know, we'll hook you up with a discount on a T-shirt because we love Blockhead.
Sweet.
We got to get some Blockhead merch. It's at the shop, dude. We built a retail section yesterday.
Oh, nice. Nice, dude. Y'all are always doing something up there.
It's crazy.
New walls, or like since I started going up there, you guys have built like that little patio area. There's been a bar built. There's been a wall built in between like the barbershop section. It's just constant something happening.
What? Oh, Foxtail. Yeah.
Oh,
Foxtail coffee right there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the kind of coffee that you guys serve on tap. Funny story about Foxtail and being up at Standard. So Miss Blockhead and I, we were up there and we were doing something to her 48.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were changing out her wheels and tires. And
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So we took a little breather, you know, and we're at the bar, and Rainbow serves us up some delicious Foxtail cold brew.
Yep.
Probably like not even 30 minutes later or so, like I'm helping Pedro work, and my hands are just, you know, shaking like crazy.
Oh, dude, it's like crack. Yeah. It's liquid crack.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack or something. Yeah,
the Foxtail. I mean, dude, that's actually the secret. That's how we get so much stuff done. We just
makes sense. It makes it. It's like liquid cocaine.
Dude, we pump. Once you become like a certain level member, we have an intravenous thing. And you just do foxtail intravenously. Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, I'm here for the foxtail IV station.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What's funny is that we actually, like, Miss Block and I, we basically cut out all, like, caffeine for the most part. I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped drinking sodas, you know, like, eliminated,
Really?
like, a ton of sugar. Yeah, like, for the last couple months. And then Rainbow was like, you guys want some coffee? And I was like, yeah, like, coffee sounds good, you know? Like, I haven't had coffee in a while. Little did I know it was, like coffee level 12.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, you got hit.
Turned it up to 11.
So good. You know, we try to support local stuff, man. That's what we want to do. You know, so we've got Orange County brewers in there with beer. It's good, man. This Chief is so quiet. I got to put pipes on this thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can hear me whenever I'm revving to catch up. You want to swap over?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I had too much coffee. I don't want to ride your bike.
Yeah, it's...
I'm a little high strung today.
This can be a mean bitch. You're gonna make it meaner.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So tell me, like, you know, the last time you were at the shop, you were talking about how you wanted to maybe do some stuff. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking you want to do with the bike?
Yeah, so I mean,